So I live in Florida, if you didn't already know that, and Hermine, the tropical storm hurricane thing, is coming through. So I'm out of school today, which is Thursday, and tomorrow on Friday, so I have a 5-day weekend and I am so excited. But the lighting is really bad and it's difficult to film videos, so I'm sorry about that. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Deborah. So today I'm going to do my August wrap-up and my September TBR. I cannot believe September is already here, like today is September 1st. What? And also, why am I not on the Hogwarts Express? Get it together. Why am I not going to Hogwarts? Alright, let's do the video. Okay. So the first book that I finished in August was the book that I had to read for school, which was Alas, Babylon by Pat Frank. I literally finished it the day before. I still had 26 pages left when I did the project on it, and I never finished it. There's still like 7 pages left, but I'm counting it because I don't really care at this point. I finished everything, so technically I gave this like a 3 stars because it was so boring. It literally, the first 100 pages was literally like half a day in the book. It just droned on and on and on, and it was quite frustrating, but I mean, it was okay after the actual plot line started to pick up. It wasn't so bad, and then it was like, oh, a year has gone by in the last 10 pages. Why couldn't you have done that from the beginning, Pat? So I don't recommend this, but you have to read it for school. It's not that bad. Like, there's worse things, honestly. Next book I finished in the month of August was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Parts 1 and 2 by J.K. Rowling, John Tiffany, and Jack Thorne. So whenever other people are talking about this book, they never mention John Tiffany as an author, and I don't understand why exactly. Maybe it's because I didn't actually read anything on him, but I mean, like, it doesn't say he did anything, but he's on the cover, so he must have done something. He could have just designed the cover. I don't know, but he's on here, so I'm counting him as one of the authors. Anyways, so I have a theater head. I absolutely love to perform in plays and things like that. So this book went right along in my head and it made perfect sense. And I think that's one of the problems that most people have, is that they're not capable of quite understanding how everything is playing out because of the different type of writing that it's in. I absolutely loved it. I know most people have very mixed feelings on it, but I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. There's a lot of things different, and Jessie the reader pointed out that the characters have changed. Like, you pick up and 19 years later and Harry has changed, and Ginny and Hermione and all of the characters have changed, so you're not going to see the exact same characters because they've had 9 years to change in their character and everything else, and they've raised kids, and it's just, they're completely different people, so you can't really base it off of there. I did enjoy it. There was a couple of plot holes that I did notice, but overall I liked it, and it was a very quick read. If I had not just started school when I started reading it, I would have finished it much quicker. In September, I plan on reading The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I'm actually already like 30 or 40 pages in, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So it's basically the United States and the rest of the world, except it's infected with vampires, and in places that vampires are located and held is a cold town. And I guess this girl, the main character, Tana, or Tano, however you want to pronounce it, she wakes up at this party, and the only other people still alive are her ex-boyfriend, and this mysterious vampire guy, along with the vampires that raided the party and killed everybody. And, I mean, so it's her quest to get to something? I don't know. It sounds really interesting. It's got like a really BA vibe, so I'm excited to read this, and it seems really good so far. Cold Town was dangerous, Tana knew. A glamorous cage, a prison for the damned, and anyone who wanted to party with them. In this, they treat vampirism like a virus. So it's like you're quarantined if you get a cold or anything like that. It's really interesting and it's really different. It's like a different spin on vampires, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Next this month, I actually have books coming in, and one of them is A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I have been wanting to read for a really long time, and I'm super excited to finally pick it up, so that is definitely on my TBR for this month. It's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, I think. Don't quote me on that if I'm wrong. Like, correct me, please. So that's another book that I plan on reading this month. I hope I actually get to it. And I hope I get to read it and actually enjoy it so that I can pick up the series. And because I don't want to get too behind, because it seems like all of Sarah J. Maas's books, if you start them and then you're gonna get behind. Like, if you don't start them when they first start coming out, you're gonna get behind, because there's like 6 books in the Throne of Glass series or whatever, and I'm just like, whoa, I'm drowning. Okay, please stop. I need a minute. I don't know. So the last book that I plan on reading is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. This will be a reread for the 4th time or so. I just ordered the box set of these, finally. I reread these every year as school goes back. In the past, it has been so I can refresh my head for the release of each movie. It started with Catching Fire, and I don't know what I would do if I didn't reread each of the books again. Like, how am I not supposed to reread them? Like, what? How do you do that? So that's on my TBR before this year is over, and I hope to start it soon because I miss these characters in this world and everything about it. So this is definitely on my TBR, and then after that it would obviously be Catching Fire if I finish this book this month. So these were the books I finished in August, and these are the books I plan to read in September. Woo! I don't understand how people read like 5 books in a month, because I'm over here drowning with 3. Like, I feel... Then again, I have been in a reading slump for like the last year, and it's taking me forever to get through each book. But today is a great opportunity to read a crap ton, so I'm gonna take that opportunity. I'm just gonna boom through books. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I upload new videos. Check out my Instagram and my Goodreads and my website. All will be linked in the description below. And I will see you guys next week. Next week? Next week. What did I say? Next week? Goodbye! Next week. Next week? Next week. What?